Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, why? Why are we all here? What's out there? And how does it all work? Well, you're certainly not alone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Big Why. I'm just as curious as you are about the universe and everything in it. From the depths of the ocean to the furthest reaches of space, no question is too big, no topic too strange for us. We'll crack open the mysteries of black holes, journey to the edge of the universe, and explore the mind-blowing discoveries that are changing our world. So if you're ready to unleash your inner scientist, ask the tough questions, and explore the universe alongside me, then buckle up, and let's ask why. We are constantly bombarded with messages about the importance of happiness, the pursuit of joy, and the need to maintain a positive outlook. But what if some individuals are not only indifferent to happiness, but actively avoid it? What if the very idea of being happy triggers fear, anxiety, or a sense of unease? This intriguing phenomenon is known as aversion to happiness, a complex psychological state that challenges our conventional understanding of well-being. In this video, we'll delve into the world of aversion to happiness, exploring its causes, its manifestations, and its implications for our mental and emotional health. We'll examine the cultural, social, and personal factors that can contribute to this aversion, and we'll discuss the potential strategies for overcoming it and embracing a more balanced and fulfilling life. Whether you're someone who struggles with the fear of happiness, or you're simply curious about the diverse ways in which people experience and perceive happiness, this exploration promises to shed light on an often overlooked aspect of the human experience. By understanding the complexities of aversion to happiness, we can foster greater compassion and empathy for those who experience it and open up new avenues for promoting well-being and mental health. Aversion to happiness, also known as fear of happiness, is a complex and often misunderstood phenomenon where individuals actively avoid experiences that elicit positive emotions or happiness. It's important to note that this is not a recognized mental health disorder in itself, but it can significantly contribute to or exacerbate existing mental health issues. Researchers Mosen Johnson Liu and Dan Weigers have identified 4 key reasons why individuals might develop an aversion to happiness. Number 1 being the belief that happiness will lead to misfortune. This stems from the idea that good fortune and happiness are finite resources, and that experiencing too much joy will inevitably lead to negative consequences such as loss, suffering, or even death. Number 2 is the belief that happiness corrupts. Some individuals worry that being too happy will make them selfish, arrogant, or insensitive to the suffering of others. They may feel that happiness is incompatible with moral virtue or spiritual growth. This can arise from cultural or social norms that discourage overt displays of joy or excitement. It can also stem from a fear of being judged or envied by others for being too happy. And number 4 is the belief that pursuing happiness is futile or even harmful. This belief may arise from past experiences where the pursuit of happiness led to disappointment or disillusionment. It can also be rooted in a sense of fatalism or a belief that happiness is ultimately unattainable. In some cultures, particularly those with collectivist values, happiness is often seen as a collective experience rather than an individual pursuit. This can lead to feelings of guilt or shame for being happy while others are suffering, further contributing to an aversion to happiness. Empirical studies have found correlations between fear of happiness and various psychological factors. It has been linked to a fragile sense of happiness where individuals believe that happiness is fleeting and easily lost. It has also been associated with avoidant and anxious attachment styles, where individuals struggle with intimacy and fear vulnerability. Furthermore, research suggests that perfectionist tendencies, loneliness, a childhood perceived as unhappy, belief in paranormal phenomena, and holding a collectivist view of happiness can all contribute to an aversion to happiness. Understanding the causes and manifestations of aversion to happiness is crucial for promoting mental well-being. By recognizing and addressing the underlying beliefs and fears that contribute to this aversion, individuals can begin to embrace a more balanced and fulfilling approach to happiness, one that acknowledges and appreciates both the joys and sorrows of life. The experience of aversion to happiness is not evenly distributed across cultures. Research has shown significant variations in the levels of fear of happiness among different countries and societies. A study comparing 6 countries found a clear ranking in terms of fear of happiness, with Turkey exhibiting the highest levels and Portugal the lowest. This suggests that cultural factors play a significant role in shaping our attitudes towards happiness and our willingness to embrace positive emotions. One potential explanation for this cultural variation lies in the belief that happiness is inevitably followed by misfortune. In some non-Western cultures, there is a prevailing notion that excessive happiness invites negative events, as if to restore balance or punish those who dare to experience too much joy. This belief can lead to a cautious or even fearful approach to happiness, where individuals actively avoid situations or experiences that might trigger positive emotions. In contrast, Western cultures, particularly American culture, often prioritize happiness as a fundamental value and essential pursuit in life. The emphasis on individualism and personal achievement encourages individuals to strive for happiness and view it as a sign of success and well-being. This cultural context can create pressure to constantly seek and display happiness, even if it means suppressing or denying negative emotions. The cultural value placed on happiness is reflected in the popularity of positive psychology and the widespread focus on subjective well-being in Western societies. However, the findings on aversion to happiness challenge the notion that happiness is universally desired or that it's the ultimate goal in life. In cultures where worldly happiness is associated with negative attributes like sin, shallowness, or moral decline, individuals may actually feel less satisfied when their lives are objectively going well. The concept of ideal effect, which describes the cultural variation in the valuation of different emotions, provides a framework for understanding these differences. In some cultures, certain emotions like calmness or serenity may be more highly valued than happiness. This can lead to a preference for emotional states that are considered to be more in line with cultural norms and values. By recognizing the cultural factors that shape our attitudes towards happiness, we can gain a deeper understanding of the diverse ways in which individuals and communities experience and express positive emotions. This awareness can help us develop more culturally sensitive approaches to promoting well-being and mental health, recognizing that happiness is not a one-size-fits-all concept, but a multifaceted experience shaped by our unique cultural contexts. We've ventured into the often overlooked realm of aversion to happiness, exploring its various causes, cultural influences, and the complex interplay of psychological factors that contribute to this intriguing phenomenon. We've examined the beliefs and fears that can lead individuals to avoid happiness, the cultural norms that shape our attitudes towards positive emotions, and potential consequences of denying or suppressing negative feelings. But our exploration doesn't end here. The conversation about aversion to happiness is just the beginning, and it's up to each of us to challenge the prevailing narrative that happiness is the sole measure of well-being. By acknowledging and validating the full spectrum of human emotions, we can create a more compassionate and inclusive society where individuals feel safe to express their true feelings, both positive and negative. If this exploration has resonated with you, I encourage you to delve deeper into the research on aversion to happiness. Explore the works of scholars like Mohsen Johnsalou, Dan Weigers, and Susan Cain, and consider how their insights can inform your own understanding of emotional well-being. Remember, the pursuit of happiness is a personal journey, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach. By understanding the complexities of aversion to happiness, we can develop more nuanced and compassionate ways of supporting ourselves and others in navigating the ups and downs of life. Ultimately, the goal is not to force happiness, but to create a space where all emotions can be acknowledged, processed, and integrated into a meaningful and fulfilling life. Thank you everyone for watching. My name's The Big Why. Don't forget to drop a like, and if you're new to the Why Not family, a follow. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.